Feelings don't win fights. Results do. I am Toji Fushiguro. No talent handed to me. No destiny protecting me. Just one rule. If I act, it's finished. So tell me, when everything is on the line, will your feelings control you, or will your results speak for you? This world doesn't reward emotion. It doesn't care how you feel. You can be angry. You can be tired. You can be broken. It changes nothing, because reality only responds to outcomes. You either win or you don't. That's it. But most people, they live in their feelings. They hesitate because they're scared. They stop because they're tired. They quit because it hurts. And then they wonder why they keep losing. Because feelings slow you down. They create doubt. They create hesitation. They create weakness. And weakness gets punished. That's the truth no one wants to hear. You don't lose because you're unlucky. You lose because you let your emotions control your actions. There was a moment when I stopped caring how I felt. Not because I became empty, but because I understood something. Feelings don't matter. When the outcome is on the line, you can feel fear and still act. You can feel pain and still move. You can feel doubt and still execute. That's control. That's power. The moment you stop letting emotions decide, you become dangerous. Because now, nothing slows you down. Listen carefully. You don't need to kill your emotions. You need to control them. There's a difference. Weak people are controlled by how they feel. Strong people act, regardless of how they feel. That's discipline. Waking up and moving, even when your body says no. Staying focused, even when your mind is distracted. Executing, even when fear is present. Because results require action, and action requires control. Not motivation, not emotion. Control. You want results? Then stop asking how you feel and start asking what needs to be done. And then do it. You think discipline is about routine? No. It's about obedience, not to others, but to your own standards. You decide what must be done, and you do it. No negotiation, no delay, no excuses. Because every second you hesitate, you lose advantage. Every moment you doubt, you lose control. That's why execution must be instant. Clean. Precise. Final. No extra movement. No wasted time. Just results. That's how you win. So now, look at yourself. How often do your feelings control you? How often do you stop because you don't feel ready? How often do you hesitate because you're afraid? Because every time you do, you lose. Not because you're weak, but because you chose emotion over action. But you can change that. Right now, by making one decision. No feelings, only results. Because in the end, the world doesn't remember how you felt. It remembers what you did. So when your moment comes, will you hesitate? Or will you act? And prove that results are the only thing that matter. Be honest. When pressure hits, will you follow your feelings? Or will you take control and deliver results no matter what? You're still here. Good. Because now we go deeper than motivation, into control. People say, follow your feelings. That sounds good, until pressure hits. Because feelings change. One day, you're confident. Next day, you doubt everything. One moment you feel strong. Next moment you feel weak. If you follow that, you become unstable. And unstable people don't win. Look closely. Losers wait to feel ready. Winners act. Even when they're not. That's it. No secret. No shortcut. Just control. Because when pressure rises, your feelings will betray you. Fear will tell you to stop. Doubt will tell you to wait. Pain will tell you to quit. And if you listen, you lose. This is where you become different. Not when things are easy, but when everything is against you. When your heart is racing, when your mind is shaking, when your body feels heavy, and you still move, not perfectly, not comfortably, but decisively. That's control. You don't remove fear, you move through it. You don't remove pain, you act despite it. You don't remove doubt, you ignore it. That's what makes you dangerous. At some point, you stop reacting emotionally. You start responding strategically. No overthinking, no hesitation, no wasted energy, just decisions. And execution. That's when everything changes. Because now, nothing inside you can slow you down. Stop saying, I need to control myself. Say this, I execute no matter how I feel. Because once that becomes your identity, your actions become consistent. Your results become predictable. Your mindset becomes unbreakable. You don't rise and fall with emotion. You stay steady. And steady wins. So now, when the pressure hits, when your emotions rise, when everything inside you says stop, you have one job. Execute. No hesitation. No delay. No excuses. Because in the end, feelings don't decide your future. Your actions do. And if your actions are controlled, your results are inevitable. So tell me, when it really matters, when everything is on the line, will you follow your feelings, or will you take control and deliver results no matter what? Say it. Only results.